Hi, it's John Cunningham.
And Andrew Lutzy.
And welcome to this month's edition of Insights, our deep dive into the property market in the Northern Beaches for October 2020. So Andrew, what's going on out there? It's been an interesting month.
It has been, yeah. It's been fascinating. Just the change of seasons. We're starting to see more buyers come out into the market as well, and I think that renewed sense of confidence, because we have got a Christmas deadline looming. It's putting a bit more urgency, not only on the buyers but also on the sellers to get moving. So, with the whole choppy waters that have been 2020 with a pandemic and lots of speculation about where the market's going, we're starting to see those fundamentals of supply and demand really reign home, particularly in the last 30 days. And I think that will become acutely aware to people the more they miss out on property, and we're having more of those conversations now with buyers more than ever.
It's probably the first thing that people notice when they're in the marketplace and they start seeing properties move quickly, particularly those on the quiet. And they go, oh, what are in the paper is not necessarily what's happening in the marketplace. Exactly.
Yep. I had a buyer just the other day actually us saying, oh, do you still think the property market's going to fall 30% next year?
Right.
So it's fascinating seeing the different commentary and different views that people have had depending on where they're getting that source of information. But one thing that is abundantly clear is that numbers for open houses are probably coming into the all-time high for the whole year. And also the rate at which people are buying property and the time at which the properties are staying on the market is reduced significantly. So that's putting an underlying pressure on, if you are looking for a property, you need to act quickly.
Yeah. I've noticed that our days on market on average is down to 28 days, and we're bringing on 40 odd properties a month. We're selling 40 odd properties a month. It's just moving. Everything tends to be moving, and it's quite different to the rest of Sydney, isn't it? Because we're seeing our mortgage stress levels extremely low on the Northern Beaches. We're seeing unemployment extremely still low on the Northern Beaches. We're a bit of a sweet spot, aren't we, out here?
Yeah, the Northern Beaches, particularly something closer to the coastline, has always been a lifestyle market. So when people pick up the phone, or let's say they have an aspiration to move, whether they're in a metro area and they're coming to the beaches, or they are from a regional part of Sydney, or greater parts of Sydney, the fundamental thing that we tend to see is that people have an aspiration to live by the coast.
Yeah.
So the closer you can get to the water, the proximity to the water is going to drive that pricing as well. And I think now more than ever, we're going to find that buyers have more time at home. They're going to place more importance on what their lifestyle means to them, and the commute to work has a big factor in that as well. So the Northern Beaches has been a bit immune, or a bit of a bubble, if you like, to the greater parts of Sydney, because it's not the same market conversation we're having with people live in Parramatta, or even in the inner west, or even in the eastern suburbs for that matter. We have a big migration of people who come across from the eastern suburbs to the Northern Beaches purely from a lifestyle point of view. And you think, why is that? They've got very similar attributes, but we're about 25% still less in value.